If he gets stuck, we gotta pay $5,000. Oh, he's drifting.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here up on the mountain at the headquarters, where, as you guys seen in the previous video, we started working on our form right here for where the pad is gonna be for our barn build. As you guys can tell, we got it nice and level. We actually took all the proper steps so far, other than the actual dirt itself. I've seen a couple comments where they were saying we should build a retaining wall completely around it, but honestly, I think we should just risk it for the biscuit on this one, dude.
Dude, just let it slide.
Time, dude.
Hey, let it slide, man. We'll slide down the mountain if it happens, dude.
No, honestly, I think personally, this is just my personal opinion, not a professional opinion. I think this is gonna hold up right here, because this clay right here is pretty tough, and like when it rained that one time, it really didn't wash away. But if it comes down to it, we see like a little like a dig out or something, or a dugout.
Add more,
We're
dude.
gonna add some more, or we might just build an actual retaining wall around it. I think that'd be pretty fun to do.
Yeah, I
Stack
mean,
some
maybe.
Legos.
I mean, or just bring in more dirt. You can always drive in here with the skid steer to the back, so it's you can maintenance this shop.
That's
or
very true.
Barn, dude.
That's not what you typically want to do, but if it comes down to it, I think we'll fix it, because today we actually went ahead and called in a concrete truck, and I think he's gonna be able to make it all the way down the mountain and just pour this sucker right in, dude.
That'd be
the goal.
easy peasy if you can do that,
Yep,
dude.
but it is actually calling for rain, and if it rains, dude, I think he's not gonna be able to pull down here. So we gotta really just move pretty quick. And right now, what we wanna do is actually go ahead and run to the new house location and bring down some rebar. And I think we're just gonna set some rebar all the way throughout this, just to reinforce the concrete slab itself. I think that's just a smart thing to do. And then we got this crusher run down right here, which this stuff alone is gonna make it nice and sturdy right there.
Oh, yeah.
But that form right there took a long time to do. We got it perfectly level. We don't have no high spots or low spots. Or should we slope this pad a little bit? What do you think?
I think it's pretty fair how it is right now.
Yeah,
dude.
honestly, I think we just leave it flat. This is not going to be nothing like professionally built.
Hey, this is just a barn, man.
This is just a barn. At the end of the day, we're not too focused on making it perfect, but I think in the end, it's actually going to turn out super sweet, because we got some pretty epic plans. But as right now, I say we go ahead and prepare this pad for the concrete truck to get down here and reinforce this thing, and I guess we'll just go from there. I could have sworn I just seen a snowflake land right there, dude.
Dude, I think it is snowing a little bit,
hail,
man.
or something's coming out of the sky, which we did not want nothing to come out of the sky. But anyways, what we just did was actually reinforce that slab over there. We grabbed some rebar from the new construction house, took it over there, slapped it in like a grid pattern, cut off all the stakes around the edges. That way we could just float across with that little float device or whatever we got. And I think we are ready for the concrete truck, which the concrete truck is gonna be ready in about an hour or so. But dude, something is not right,
dude,
man. Look at
it's
this.
not right, man. It's coming down. If this keeps on continuing, I don't know how we're gonna do this. We may have to just barrel it with the wheelbarrow.
We might have to do the skid steer method, put it in the bucket, which that's gonna take forever right there. But hopefully right now, dude, I just hope that it just continues like this.
Dissipates,
man. Yeah. Right now, it kind of just like on and off. So hopefully it continues like that, and maybe he'll just be able to get down there. And if he does get down there and he can't get back up, we really don't got nothing to pull him out with, either the skid steer, the excavator. But I think anything on tracks right now is not gonna be able to pull up a super heavy, like I think 80,000 pound concrete truck.
We may have to bring out the military vehicle. I know that thing
truck.
won't pull anything out, dude.
That's the only thing. Maybe we should just keep it up here, dude.
Yeah,
honestly,
dude, for sure.
But I've actually been living out of that thing.
You like living in there,
I
don't
sleep
you?
in there like at night. It's just nice. You
It's
open
just
up the windows,
dude.
But anyways, right now, while we got about an hour to wait, we're probably just gonna hop inside. It's probably already lunchtime right now. We're gonna have some salmon. Mom's gonna bring some food as well, and I think we're just gonna wait on that concrete truck and hopefully just hope for the best.
Sign a waiver because it's $5,000 out of our pocket if he gets stuck.
What?
5 to 10,000. May have to get him to stop halfway. Are you willing to take this risk right
I'm
here?
willing to take the risk,
It's gonna be
dude.
an expensive one, dude. But I guess we're gonna see. All right, let's get it.
If he gets stuck, we gotta pay $5,000. Oh, he's drifting. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh no, he's stuck. That was a close one right there, man.
That was crazy.
All right, now we got to get back to work on that concrete.
Let's go, man. This was slick, man. But that dude, he said he'd been doing it for more than like a decade, dude. So he got it, dude.
He's got it under control.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty guys, so check this out. We were having an absolute feast, enjoying some dank sauce when out of nowhere the concrete truck basically just pulled up and we had some great weather. So he was able to just back up down this mountain over here and the ground actually wasn't tacky at all. It was pretty dry for the most part. He made it down here and we started just going ham over here. And honestly, we were kind of clueless, to be honest with you. We just dove right in and he had to actually give us a bunch of pointers. He was like, all right, you're gonna be on the chute. You're gonna be raking it. Pops, you do your thing or something like that. He basically just kind of told us what to do, which that's pretty crazy. That's how I would imagine if you were starting your business for the very first time, like pouring concrete or something, that's how it would go. It'd be an absolute nightmare, But look at this, the end results are pretty dang good. What'd you think of the first time
Dude,
us doing this, dude?
At first I was like, this ain't gonna be too bad, just pour some concrete, straighten a few things out. But we ended up ordering, I think, a yard too much, and it was like overfilling, and we weren't like actually smoothing it out while he was pouring, which that was the main thing. Look at that, dude. We had a bunch of extra pullover to the side, which that'll help with the, you know, the
erosion control
right there. But it was a learning experience, and I gotta say, it was pretty fun, dude.
Pretty dang fun, but it was awesome just being able to get it to this point right here, like after just like trying to figure out, just like maneuvering it with the rake. Like we had high and low spots. We tried the big old 2x16 or whatever it was, or 2x6x16. We tried to get the corners and everything. The best way that I guess we figured out was to just rake everything as smooth as possible. Then this long float right here came in handy, and it kind of just took care of everything. And we just kind of just got it nice and smooth, and I think that's pretty good right there. Pops is actually running to the Home Depot to rent a buffer. Hopefully this thing don't just sling us around, man.
I don't know when we should put it on there. I believe you got to put it on there when it's like basically walkable, so you can walk on it. It's just a little tacky. That's when you start buffing it. But you know what? The main reason why we had to rush, because we had to get that concrete guy out of here as soon as possible, because it started raining.
That is right. It started raining a little bit more, and his axles actually lock. So all four of the rear axles is basically four-wheel drive in the back, and they lock.
All 2 axles, 8 tires.
Two axles, but the front doesn't actually lock.
No, it doesn't.
So 8 tires total, yeah. And when he was going right there, like he was pulling out, he got some speed. This is like a professional driver right here. He's very experienced. He started driving, and he started almost drifting right there. I noticed it. And he stopped at the perfect time. So like he didn't like just like bail out. He was going, and then like it was started spinning, and he just stopped, pushed on the brakes, and he just hollered at me. He's like, that's all it's gonna go. But luckily he actually allowed us to use the excavator to just give him a little bump up against his hitch right there, and he made it past this super slippery slope right here. And once he hit that crusher run, dude, he was just clean out of here. The rest was history,
dude,
man.
He took off. But dude, that was a huge relief once he got out of here, because we didn't have to pay that thousands of dollars in fines to pull him out, dude.
That would have been crazy. I don't know if it would have been like probably around
$5 grand.
$5 grand. Yates would have had to come out here. Yates is like a local company that does all like the semi-truck hauling off, whatever.
He said that they got a contract with him, so that's how much it would have cost.
Oh my goodness, crazy. But you know what? None of that happened, so we're super happy about that. But that was just a super crazy experience right there. We've made it thus far, and I think right now we just got to wait, because this right here has got to probably take like another 2 to 3 hours before we can throw the buffer on it. And honestly, it got colder, so we might have to wait even longer than that.
Yeah, hopefully we may even have to work into the night, as long as we can get this sucker buffed. If we can't get it buffed, honestly, not a big deal. We'll just leave it as it is right there.
That's right. But as right now, I guess we'll just wait on Pops. Alrighty guys, so it is actually the next day here, and oh my goodness, I think we're going back in time, dude. It's getting colder when it's supposed to be getting warmer, man.
Dude,
what's happening?
I don't know, it was like 70 2 days ago. Now it's like -3, dude.
It's snowing again, but you know what? We got the job done. So yesterday, Pops ended up bringing the rental buffer out over here, and like we waited a couple hours into the afternoon until it got a little bit more drier, and then we threw the buffer on like late at night. We used the lights from the excavator and everything, and you started buffing this sucker, and it was a little bit too wet, but you ended up just running over everything, right?
Yeah, ran over everything like one time. That way it just smooths it out, but it was way too wet. It was kind of hard running that buffer on wet concrete,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. So we just basically just took it off and waited the next morning, where it got super hard. It might have been a little bit too dry, but you know what? It's pretty smooth right here, and I gotta say that is super nice.
Dude.
And that buffer luckily didn't sling anybody around. Dude.
Hey man, honestly, it's like the same concept as whenever we used to do hardwood using that buffer. Same thing, dude. It just smoothed it out, and that right there is pretty dang good right there. I tell you what, man, that's pretty good for our first time.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. That is pretty good right there. Of course, there's a few things that we could have done better, but we're learning as we go. This is our very first time, and I think, like you said, it is a pretty dang good job for the first time right there. And that's pretty much it for the pad. All we got to do is wait for our barn to come in, which is going to be in the next video, and we're going to start just setting this thing up, because this is kind of our main focus right now. I know the house is going on as well, but we want to have this built that way we could work out here while the house is getting built. So that's just going to be an epic thing, and we're going to outfit this sucker. We actually ordered, should we say what we ordered?
Yeah, go ahead.
We ordered
a
a sawmill finally.
Dude.
We actually finally pressed a button, ordered one, and we're gonna probably outfit the interior of this barn right here with like maybe some sweet wood, some cedar, some oak, or something insane, dude.
I say we try to like do the walls all in wood. I think that would be super unique. I mean, we're going for that man cave look. I mean, it is a barn after all. I think we can do our own sweet personal touches.
Definitely. And no, we won't walk around back. We'll talk about that later, about the little deck area that we want to do in the back, and maybe build one of those barrel saunas on the side somewhere, dude.
Dude, that'd be epic,
it'd just be insane. But that's going to be for a little bit later. Right now, I guess that's pretty much all that we're going to do down here. I think we got a few things that we want to do at the new house. They actually brought some 4-inch gravel, and we want to spread it out a little bit more, because in the next video we got block coming out as well. We got some super exciting things happening, so we're going to go over there, spread that gravel out a little bit, and just get it ready for the block. Alrighty guys, so that is pretty much going to be a wrap for today's video. We ended up spreading the rest of that gravel at the new construction house over there. That place is going to be super epic when it's done. The whole entire compound here is going to be absolutely just wild, out of this world when it's all said and done, but we still got a lot more work on our hands. The weather did kind of slow us down a little bit, but you know what? In the next video, we got some major progress that should happen, but make sure your guys' post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.